cool. It is October the 13th, 2011. It is 1444. Officer Ladonna Moore, Lieutenant Lance Monterard. Alright, we are now here. It is case number 6211061. This is in reference to Martin Clark and yourself. Alright, tell me about what's going on between y'all two, or the lack thereof of what's supposedly going on between you two.
Nothing.
Alright. What is he insinuating is going on between you two?
I don't know what Martin got going on in his mind. He thinking that me and him is in a love affair.
Okay. Why is he... I've got a plethora of letters here.
Right.
Okay. When did these start showing up?
Well, those are letters that he kicked from up under his door last Friday night. These letters right here started showing up at my house last week. I gave Captain Stephen a letter that came... When did we... It wasn't yesterday. When did she give you that letter? Yesterday morning?
Yesterday morning.
Okay, she gave it to you yesterday morning. I got it that day.
No, that's the one dated October the 8th, or somewhere around then.
Right.
Okay.
I came home from work that night. That was Tuesday night I worked, because I worked in medical. I got home, and my kids get the mail out the mailbox. That was in there on my bed with my mail. So I put it to the side, and I brought it to work Wednesday morning, and I gave it to Cap. I ain't even opened it up.
Okay. And then there's two other letters here.
The one of them came that Saturday, and one of them came that Friday.
Okay. And how long have you been... That's the only three letters you've received?
That's the only thing I've received from him.
Okay, so you received 3 letters. How did you know they're from him?
Because I seen Martin Clark address in his room that he had on his letter. He had wrote his dad. He showed me a letter that he had wrote his dad about me.
Okay.
Telling his dad how much that he think that I should be his woman, his soulmate, and because his family's Jehovah's Witness like me.
Okay.
And me and him have Bible discussion all the time, and he always talking to me about the Bible stuff that he done found in the Bible that I should read this and stuff like that. That's all it was. He took that and turned it into me and him being together.
Okay. But he's mailing these letters to you.
He mailed them letters to me. I asked him how he get my phone number. How he get my address. He said he got my phone number and my address out of the phone book.
Is he calling you?
He can't call me because I got a different number. The number that listed in the phone book is not my number.
All right. And these other pages here that you gave in that there, those are all from him.
Those are letters that he writes me when I come to do head kind of stuff. He be want me look what I wrote you today. And those letters, what he did was when he got pissed off and mad at me because I told him don't be writing me, and he got mad and throw those letters upon me and Officer Ruiz was working that night. And Ruiz kept giving me notes, telling myself, Clark wants you, Clark wants you. I didn't want to hear nothing Clark had to say. Because at that point, I knew Clark was a liar and a manipulator. So that's when he starts writing all these inmate request forms, talking about he don't want me to be around him. He just want the captain to move me to another part of the building and stuff because I'm threatening and harassing him. And the only thing I did was told him don't be writing me. And I told him I was going to tell my captain about it. So that's when he went off the deep end.
And other than these, when these letters came, that's the only 3 letters that you've ever received?
That's the only 3 letters I ever received from Clark.
Okay, so other than those letters there and this here, no other stuff?
I don't have nothing else.
Okay, cool. And how often do you said that you've gone into a cell a couple of times?
Every time I'm in the port.
Okay.
You can add any other inmate in there. When I'm going to talk to somebody else, because they call me, Clark study beating on his door, want me to come talk to him all the time.
Okay.
And then he get mad. He says, you always cut me off. You don't never hear everything I got to say. I don't want to hear all that you got to say.
Okay. But so you're not going over there spending time in his cell or anything else then?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Clark called me to his door.
Okay.
He needs.
But you're not spending time. In other words, you're not spending like a large amount of times in his cell with him or with any other inmates in their cell.
No.
Okay.
Not just when they call me, they need something.
You're not spending large amount of times with Clark or with any other inmate in their cell, like after hours, anything like that. There. Okay. All right. So no, not any time with any other inmates whatsoever at all. None. Okay. Excellent. Outside of here, you have no personal involvement with Clark at all. Never have.
I ain't never had no personal involvement. I only knew Clark since I've been here.
Okay, so you don't know him so you don't know his family, anybody else whatsoever?
His family goes to the Kingdom Hall.
Okay.
And his mother and his father goes to the Kingdom Hall right here off of 19, right by the sheriff's office. I mean, say the Georgia State Patrol office. Okay, some days I go over there when I don't make it to my meetings.
Okay.
Because my aunt go there too.
All right, but you don't have contact with him.
No.
Okay, so you've never. I mean, other than unless you just happen to be at the same location as them, you don't personally contact them or anything else like that.
No.
Okay. All right. So you've never had direct contact with their family or anything else like that.
I talked to that lady twice. I talked to her twice. That was at the Kingdom Hall one day. Where the first time I seen her was here. That's when Clark told me his parents was a witness, like me. And I seen her and I spoke to her and that was it. Okay, when she seen me again at the Kingdom Hall that day, that Sunday.
Just in passing though, nothing personal. Okay, I'm talking about nothing personal. You've just seen her in passing and that's been it, but nothing impersonal. No phone calls, nothing like that there.
I ain't never called her but one time. That's what I'm saying. I talked to her one Wednesday. It was last week to ask her about some Mcintire to give to my aunt for my back. Some herbal stuff to take for my back.
Mcintire, what is that?
It's some juice stuff that you drink. Okay.
Now how did you know how to get in touch with her?
She gave me her number to call her.
Okay. And you got that?
Her daughter said she gave me her number at the Kingdom Hall.
Okay.
That's the only time I ever spoke to Clark mother. But for her to have a relationship with Clark mother, I don't know that lady like that. I don't know nothing about them folks. Nothing at all.
Okay.
Now, if you want to verify this, call my auntie. I'll give you her number. You can talk to her because she know more about them people than I do. I don't know them folks. Clark is crazy. Not only that, he don't fantasize this stuff with me. He done did this to Nurse Hillman also. He fantasized being with her. They talking about how he be sitting around here being in the park on his knee begging her to marry him and all that crazy stuff. That's a nut.
Yeah, he does write a whole lot, that's for sure.
That is a straight nut.
Yeah, he does write a whole lot.
How you fantasize being with somebody?
I have no idea.
That's crazy. I ain't spending all that mid-part that going on. What I want somebody schizophrenic, bipolar. And he got mad. I told him, "Can't leave long because you be acting mental health." That really ticked him off. But you are mental health. You acting crazy.
And you do not want him sending you any more letters whatsoever. Is that correct?
I don't want him even talking to me no more.
Okay.
Ever.
So you want him to have no contact with you whatsoever.
That's crazy look.
And when you were down there in the pod the other night, did you specifically tell him point blank period not to write you, call you, contact you any way, shape, fashion, or form?
Yeah, and I told him right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So you physically have told him not to contact you anyway?
Yeah, I told him that, and then when he started that mess Saturday, that was Friday night. Then that Sunday night, cause Saturday I ain't say nothing to him. Ruiz, he called Ruiz to the door. And told Ruiz to tell me to come out. I said, I ain't going over. Ruiz said, that girl ain't talking to you. You sitting around here doing that crazy mess to her. So he said, well, y'all just come over here and talk to me together. So I went to the door with Ruiz. And he's going to tell me, well, I got these requests right here. I want you to know what to say to the investigator. I said, I don't want to know what to say to the investigator. I'm going to tell him what I feel and what's going on with you.
Well, I'm going to be sure that I talk with him and let him know, he does not need to correspond with you anymore, period. And that you've already told him, and that if he should do anything else to get your wishes now, then at this point, then it can get to the point that it will be stalking, since you have voiced your opinion and told him that you do not want him to contact you any further. Additionally, as far as that goes, I'm going to also tell Captain Stevens, that you do not need to go into that pod, so that way it doesn't cause any problems between you and him, because I don't want him to retaliate towards you any way, shape, fashion, or form, because of me telling him that. I've got some loose ends I got to tie up with all this kind of stuff here. Some other questions that I got to dig through, because I have not read through all of this, because I've got 3 other investigations I'm going through.
Man, and guess what? I ain't read through either.
So there's like 28, 29 pages of bullshit there I have to finish up reading through, and I'm taking it home tonight so I can finish it all up. So I am telling you that this is an actual ongoing investigation, so you're not allowed to discuss this with anyone whatsoever. If it's found out that you are, that's subject to disciplinary code up to a termination. So if you go out talking to anyone, even Captain Stevens or Lieutenant Falk or anybody else in relations to what we've discussed here today, then you can be terminated based upon me finding out that you have done that. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Excellent. All right, thank you for coming in. It is now 14:56. This concludes our interview. Thank you very much.